Hey, it's Clay at claytrader.com. This will be my top 10 stocks as we head into Thursday, February 10th. This will be a technical analysis breakdown. So if you are somebody that uses charts within your trading, or maybe you're just interested in learning more about charts and how to use them as a tool to make good decisions as a trader, this will be a video for you. Before I get to the watch list, I first just want to personally invite you to get signed up for this free live online class that I'm offering on Thursday. So if you're liking what you see here and you want to learn more about the tool and how it can be used, how it should be used to build consistency as a trader, then certainly get signed up for the free class. If you're watching on YouTube, there's a link down in the description box. If you're watching at my site, then there's an area right there on the webpage that you can click on. So if you, like I said, if you're liking what you see, you want to learn more about it, how to build consistency, then definitely get signed up for the free class. Real quick, a couple clarification points. First off, you're not crazy. This price over here is still changing. The market's still open for a little bit of time, so you're not seeing things. Things are still shifting around here. But I like to do these videos when the market's still open because sometimes we can capture some really interesting price action as it's happening late day. And then second, we'll be using the 30-minute time frame, meaning if you're a beginner, each one of these candlesticks, as they're called, represents 30 minutes worth of time. So first one here to take a look at, DCFC. What a monster mover today. Actually started on yesterday, Tuesday, but then today made, volume-wise, made yesterday look like nothing. But point here being, one of the highest volume stocks on the market. Maybe the highest, I'm not quite sure, but definitely within the top 10. So I'm sure there's going to be plenty of people watching this one headed into Thursday. So let's map out some next levels to watch from a trading standpoint. So the first key level that really stands out to me now is going to be this resistance trend line right there. Very interesting level, and that's a trend line that I'm sure a lot of people have drawn. And I say that because when a lot of people are watching the same area, wondering the same thing, call it a self-fulfilling prophecy, call it whatever you want, it can produce some dynamic movement. So while there's nothing guaranteed, my point here is that if the price can come to that level and then get the break up through it, that break right there in and of itself could create quite a bit of upside buying pressure, even if it's just because of a self-fulfilling prophecy. For those people that maybe like to play pullbacks, the interesting level here to watch from a pullback standpoint would be down there around $13.75. So keep an eye on that. But in all actuality, what we essentially have here, the momentum move is just a big, and let me put the golf hole down here, just a couple of day bull pennant pattern. So if you like to play bull pennants, then this is one that I would definitely say should be on your watch list. Next one here, ticker symbol FB for Facebook. And as I alluded to yesterday, Facebook is just too popular of a stock that's been beaten down too much. So you think that there would have to be some sort of worthwhile bounce, and it happened today. But I mean, check this out. This will mean a little bit more to those that watched the previous videos, but I've been talking about that resistance line there. And look right where the price had trouble all morning long. There it got rejected. There, it just kept getting rejected. However, when the bulls finally did get enough strength to push up through that level, you can see that there's an absolutely beautiful breakout from that area. So for any of you that watched the past videos and played that breakout right there, congratulations to you, as it was a very nice move here on Facebook. But now it's just a question of, okay, can this move build upon itself, or is this just some sort of knee-jerk reaction? And in my mind, it's all about showing signs of progress, and the quote-unquote sign of progress is going to be 224, because even if the price comes down to 224 and at least maintains above it, what is that giving you? Well, that's still giving you a set of lows there. That set of lows you'd have right there, you envision those as stair steps, and you'd still have stair steps making progress in the upwards direction. So is this a truly strong move? Well, let's see if it can show signs of progress. How am I defining progress? Again, staying above 224. As far as the areas of resistance are concerned, new key level right now, right up here at the 234 mark. So keep a close eye on that. But yeah, no doubt about it. Nice bounce today. Let's see if it can get continuation on Thursday. Next one here, AMC, and just an absolutely another great move. Talked about yesterday how the price had gotten above that pink line there, but was that a truly strong break? Was it going to be able to stay above it? And yes, we got our answer today. Very strong break, and it just kept going and going. And in fact, right here as I speak, the last 30 minutes here has also taken shape to be a very nice move here. So AMC has definitely made quite a bit of progress over the past couple of days. Going to go ahead and get rid of those lines, do some house cleaning here. And really what we have is a good old-fashioned technical pattern, which I really like because this is not hard to see at all. So as I draw this up, let me change that to green to represent support. But as I draw this up, a lot of people have taken notice of this. And it goes back to the whole idea of a self-fulfilling prophecy, with the top of it being up there around 1875. So again, Let me just make this all one color to make it a little bit easier to see. We have our resistance, we have our support, we have the big momentum move right there. So bull flag, bull pennant, whatever you want to call it. Point here being, this is a very well-defined, very, easy to see pattern. And that's what we want. Easy to see patterns have higher likelihoods of having self-fulfilling prophecies. So let me reiterate, nothing is guaranteed, but is it plausible? Is it valid to think that if the price can get a breakup through 1875, that could create even more upside momentum? Absolutely. So the nice movement on AMC continues. Now you have the bull flag pattern. So let's see how it goes on Thursday. Next one, SNDL for you penny stock players out there. But a very significant move happened today. And this is, just coming from past videos. But for those of you that have watched and remembered, I've talked about 55 cents being that main area of resistance that, was struggling. But this morning, the price got up through it. So that is a very nice sign of strength. In fact, let me just get rid of that level as it served its purpose for now. But the first update that needs to be done, I'm going to zoom back in here now that you see where that red line is coming from. It's just based on a foundational rule in charting, which states when levels of resistance are broken and closed above, you want to see them act as support. So moving forward, in terms of, hey, Clay, what make this chart look the absolute best moving forward? That would be if the price can stay up above 55 cents. Now, if the price falls below it, not the end of the world, because you still do have that purple line down there, the 50-period moving average. And as the name implies, that line is going to move itself higher and higher. So from a very broad sense, as long as the price stays above that purple line, as the line itself moves higher and higher, then everything is perfectly fine. But yeah, preferably speaking, in terms of what would make the chart look the best, certainly staying above 55 cents would accomplish that. As far as areas of resistance, pretty straightforward. All about that 58-cent mark, which you can see is where the price struggled at earlier on today. But all in all, anyway, look at it. Monster volume on the day. Finally got the break of 55 cents. So let's see if this breakout can continue over the next couple of days. Next one, BBIG. Absolutely monster move today. To think that this thing was just down here at basically $3 at the start, and now the thing's all the way up here in the up above 350. Very, very impressive move for one day. But what is most interesting, at least in my opinion, I think a lot of other people's opinion, is in regards to this red line right here at $3.65. I mean, check this out. Rejected the price. Generally speaking, rejected the price. Rejected the price. Generally speaking, rejected the price. Rejected the price. So my point here, as I've said, is I'm not trying to come across like I have some sort of special talent. This is some sort of great discovery. No. People with basic understandings have noticed this very stubborn area. So from a self-fulfilling prophecy attribute, while nothing is guaranteed, I mean, it is completely rational to think that if the price could get up to that level and break up through it, that break could very easily create a whole lot of upside buying pressure. Again, nothing's guaranteed, but that is, by no means some sort of random thought process to have. So the point here being 365, I think is the level that everybody will be watching because it just sticks out like a sore thumb here. So let's see if the price can finally get the break up through it. Next one here, NIO, and I'm starting off on more of an expanded view because big technical event. Yeah, it was a great day, don't get me wrong, because of course it was green today. But from a technical point of view, it was even better of a day because this red line here at essentially $25, as you're seeing, was such a stubborn area. But the price has finally gotten above it and then made the move up through it. So as I zoom in, just remember that's where that red line is coming from, and I'll just get rid of that line too. So we once again have to do that key update. The update being just when levels of resistance are broken and closed above, you want to see them act as support. So now this $25-ish is a new area of support. In fact, you can see that played out perfectly. Price gapped up above it, pulled back, and then bounced right off that former area of resistance. So a nice little real-life example there. But moving forward, 25 certainly going to be that main area of support, which as I talked about on the previous one, yeah, you want to see the price ideally stay above it, but as long as the price stays above that purple line, as the purple line moves its self upwards, and from a broad sense, the bulls are in full control of the move. As far as areas of resistance are concerned, very well defined right now. You can see the price bumped its head up around that 26, 25 marks several times earlier on in the day right there. So keep an eye on that. But like I said, the most impressive dynamic was the price has finally been able to get back above 25. So now the main question moving forward is, can the price stay above 25? Let's see. Next one here, KAVL. Started watching this one, and I think this one first made the watch list when it was just right at $1, maybe even a little bit below $1. So for those of you that have watched past watch list videos and have been partaking in this one, very well done. But interesting, very nice here because of this pullback. Now let's think about this pullback. What's going on here? Well, the first thing that this pullback is allowing is you no longer have to worry about if you suffer from, I don't know, am I going to be the sucker that buys the top? Am I suffering from FOMO, fear of missing out? Am I going to be that person that buys the top? Nope, you're not. Those people, they already bought right up there. So that worry has been eliminated. So if you're worried about chasing, buying the tops, which is again is a valid worry to have because you don't want to be chasing prices, well then that has been eliminated because of the pullback. Then the other nice thing about this pullback is it's not like this pullback is occurring in some sort of nasty downtrend. The exact opposite. A very, very, very nice uptrend. Now, once again, let me reiterate, just because you have a pullback and a nice overall uptrend does not mean that for sure guaranteed everything's going to be okay and the price is going to turn itself around. No, that doesn't exist. But is it plausible? Is it valid to think, something that has pulled back several times before and has been okay, which each of these pullbacks, could it be okay once again? Yeah, of course it could. Not for sure, but it's not like that's some sort of random thought process to have. So if you like to play this price range down below $5, if you like to play pullbacks that are within general overall uptrends, then I definitely keep an eye on this one for the next few days. Next one, BKKT, did this one yesterday, and the chart pretty much speaks for itself. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that line right there as it served its purpose. But right here, talked about that resistance level at 650, and wow, price came up there, struggled for a couple of candles, and then after it finally broke through on that one, I really just never looked back and has continued to grind higher and higher on the day. So once again, kind of a common theme here, but the first update becomes, well, let's just get this resistance converted into support. So the next key level of support moving forward from more of a bigger picture is going to be that 650 mark. Now, for people that are maybe more day traders and want to get it a little bit closer to where the price currently is at, I'd say there's a bit of a little micro potential support level there at $7.25. So keep an eye on that. But then you have 650, and then again, you still have that purple line there, 50-period moving average from the overarching standpoint. As far as areas of resistance are concerned, I guess I didn't need to go back that far in the chart's history. But next key battleground to keep an eye on moving forward, going to be right up there around $8.50. So $8.50, next key overarching level. But I mean, pretty crazy. Past couple of days, you can see volume has just really stepped up in a big way. The momentum is here. So let's just see how much further this momentum can carry it. Next one, TLRY, one of the famous marijuana stocks here, but came to life today in a big way. I believe they had earnings, big volume here. And whether or not they had earnings, apparently something's going on in the market and people liked what they saw because that's why you had the increase in volume. And then you have, once again, to get back to the whole topic of self-fulfilling prophecies, a very nice, well-defined pattern here. So top of the pattern right up there at, let's see, what is that? $6.95. Next part of the pattern right there. Let me get that changed to green to represent more so the bullish dynamic. And then, of course, how much? Market's only got 1 minute left. So it's not looking like I was thinking maybe we'll get a breakout and see it happen, but you can see it's bouncing around, but not looking like it's going to run out of time to potentially get that breakout right there. But just from the overall pattern perspective, and again, self-fulfilling prophecies, I'm assure you a lot of people are watching this pattern, have yourselves another nice bull pennant pattern. So again, if you like to play this price range down below $10, you like bull pennant patterns, you like stocks that are have had a very nice final 30 minutes, which again, you can see right there, last 30 minutes, big volume, nice green candle, then yeah, this is one that I definitely say keep an eye on. Next one here, Tesla, TSLA. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of these lines here as they've served their purpose for now. But the first general dynamic that needs to be talked about, which will, again, mean a little bit more to those that have watched past some top 10 videos. But I've been talking about that trend line over and over again. Talked about that, pink line right there, and talked about how 9:30 was that key breakout point. And you can see this morning, open up right around 9:30. And that opening morning, I mean, for day traders, beautiful, beautiful move during that first 30 minutes. And then the price did pull back. Not like it crashed or anything like that, but definitely some new dynamics here. And the newest dynamic that I'm very curious about now is going to be, I want to get this trend line into place right here. I'm very curious about this trend line and how the price behaves around there moving forward. I'm not saying it'll come into play tomorrow, or who knows, maybe not ever come into play. But my point here is that if there is any sort of pullback, I mean, check out how this trend line has now developed quite a bit of a track record for itself with the price getting right down around that area. So right now, the value of that level, give or take around, the 910, 908 area, give or take. So keep an eye on that as far as that overarching level of support is concerned. And then in terms of levels of resistance, pretty straightforward. Again, in fact, you could probably call this a self-fulfilling prophecy level now that you have 3 data points. But right up here around 945, you can see once, twice, And then this morning, 3 times now the price has been rejected from that area. So as I hit the broken record again, while nothing is guaranteed, it is valid to think that if the price gets up there and pushes up through there, you could have quite a bit of buying pressure just because there's a breakout occurring with that self-fulfilling prophecy. But overall, some nice dynamics here happening on Tesla. So that wraps up the top 10. Again, if you like what you saw here and you want to learn more about this tool, how it can be used, how it should be used to build consistency as a trader, then get signed for the class. Like I said, it'll be Thursday, February 10th at 7 p.m. Eastern time. So I hope to see you there. As far as these top 10 videos are concerned, if you enjoy this format, if you would like for me to continue to put these watch lists together, then do 2 things to help me out. Hit the like button, leave a comment below. Let me know what I should watch tomorrow. Let me know what you traded today. Say hi. Give me an emoji. But hitting the like button, leaving a simple comment below, communicate to me that you enjoy these videos. And as long as I know people are enjoying, then I will continue to make them. So again, get signed up for the free class if you want to learn more about this tool and how to properly use them to build consistency. Hopefully I'll see you on the class on Thursday. Everybody take care. Have a good one.